How does your morning usually begin? It doesn't have to be a complicated meal. Just a slice of warm bread, gently brushed with freshly made garlic butter, and the aroma spreads from the very first moment. That's when everything slows down, and the kitchen begins to wake up. What creates this flavor isn't anything fancy, but a small jar of garlic paste prepared ahead of time. But to be honest with you, no matter how much I love the taste of garlic, prepping it has always been the part I dread most in the kitchen. Do you feel the same? Standing there peeling tiny cloves one by one, the skins clinging stubbornly, garlic juice sticking to your fingertips and causing that burning sensation. Not to mention, a strong smell that seems to follow your hands all day, no matter how much you wash them. Because of all these little annoyances, I decided to make this video today to share with you some small but powerful tips. Before we start working on the garlic, take a moment to prepare a new home for it. I'm using small glass jars like these. Why glass and not plastic? Garlic is acidic and has a very strong aroma. Glass is non-reactive, doesn't absorb odors, and most importantly, it allows you to easily see what's happening inside the jar. Now we come to the most interesting part, peeling the garlic. First, place the garlic bulb horizontally on a cutting board. Using a sharp, heavy knife, slice cleanly across the root end of the bulb. Cut about 2 to 3 millimeters deep to expose the flesh. This root end is the lock that holds all the cloves together. Once that stubborn lock is removed, the rest becomes incredibly easy. You can lightly smash the bulb with the knife, or like me, use the heel of your palm to squeeze it firmly. Don't worry about crushing the garlic, it's quite sturdy. The goal is to break the bond between the skin and the clove, using the cut you made earlier. Hear that crackling sound? That's the sound of freedom. Now watch this magic happen. See, the tough papery skins practically fall off on their own, as if they were never attached to the cloves in the first place. You simply lift them away, skins here, garlic there. The cloves stay whole, plump, and intact, without being bruised or releasing juice. Most importantly, your fingertips remain clean, with no sticky garlic residue. Peeling garlic suddenly becomes satisfying instead of miserable, doesn't it? In just a moment, the entire pile of garlic is done. Using the old method, this would have taken at least an hour. This technique is especially useful when you're cooking for a gathering, or when you want to prep once and use garlic throughout the week, like I'm doing now. Doesn't a bowl of clean white garlic look inviting? Now that our ingredients are ready, let's move on to two of the most practical and popular ways to store garlic. The first method I want to introduce is sliced garlic preserved in oil. Start by selecting the largest, most even cloves. Slice them thinly with a knife. Try to keep the slices consistent. Too thin, and they'll burn easily when fried. Too thick, and they won't release their aromatic oils properly. Slicing garlic like this can feel almost meditative. Focus on each cut. Listen to the steady rhythm of the knife against the board, and you may find that cooking is more relaxing than you thought. Why sliced garlic? Because some dishes need visible garlic pieces and that crispy bite, such as stir-fried water spinach with garlic, pan-seared steak, or even simple fried rice. When garlic slices are submerged in oil, the garlic releases its flavor into the oil, and the oil in turn coats the garlic, keeping it plump and preventing it from drying out like fresh garlic exposed to air. Once sliced, transfer the garlic into your prepared glass jar. Don't pack it too tightly. Let it breathe. Next comes our protector, cooking oil. I'm using olive oil here for its health benefits and gentle aroma, but any clean fresh vegetable oil like soybean or sunflower oil works just fine. Pour the oil slowly, letting it flow between the slices. Make sure the garlic is completely submerged. This is a crucial rule. If any garlic rises above the oil, it will come into contact with air, and that's where mold begins. Once fully covered, seal the jar tightly and give it a gentle shake to release any trapped air bubbles. And that's it. The first jar is done. Stored in the refrigerator, this sliced garlic and oil can be used over several weeks. Whenever you cook, simply scoop out a few slices along with some of the infused oil. If the first method is for dishes that need garlic's appearance, the second one is the ultimate solution for marinades, sauces, and dishes where garlic needs to melt into the flavor. We're making garlic paste. This method is even more convenient and is the one I use most often in everyday cooking. You can apply the same garlic peeling method from the first approach. Next, gently squeeze the bulb with your hand or lightly tap it against the cutting board. At this point, the asterisk cloves will begin to separate on their own, and the outer skins will start to loosen as well. Continue repeating asterisk this process, working through all the garlic you have, one bulb at a time, one batch at a time, until all the garlic is completely clean. This method allows you to process a large amount of garlic at once without sore hands or damaged fingernails, and your kitchen stays much cleaner and more organized. When you're done, you'll have a generous amount of clean garlic, ready for the next steps in your cooking. Place all the remaining whole garlic cloves into a blender. If your blender is too large and the amount of garlic is small, it may not blend well. So make sure there's enough volume for the blades to work efficiently. The secret to smooth, white garlic paste that lasts a long time is adding oil right from the start. Do not add water, never add water. The oil acts as a lubricant for the blender and emulsifies with the garlic. Turn on the blender. You can pulse a few times at first to break the cloves down, then blend continuously. Blend until you reach your desired consistency. I prefer it very smooth, especially for marinades, because it penetrates the meat better and doesn't burn as easily during cooking. Transfer the garlic paste into a glass jar. It looks creamy and tempting, doesn't it? But don't close the lid just yet. Here's a professional tip. Cut a piece of plastic wrap to fit the mouth of the jar and press it directly onto the surface of the garlic paste. Gently press out any air bubbles so the wrap sticks closely to the paste. This layer acts as a perfect shield. Then close the lid. Store it in the refrigerator. After all that prep, it's time to test it out. Today, I'll use this garlic paste to make a classic garlic butter sauce in seconds. Melt some butter in a hot pan. Then scoop a spoonful of garlic paste straight from the fridge into the pan. No peeling, no smashing, no washing extra tools. Instantly, the aroma of garlic and rich butter fills the air, a smell that could wake up any hungry stomach. Stir just until the garlic is fragrant, then turn off the heat. Don't let it burn, or it will turn bitter. Pour the golden, glossy sauce into a bowl. You can add a little dried parsley if you like for color. This is your secret weapon for toasted bread, grilled seafood, or drizzling over steak. And here it is, the perfect breakfast or snack. Garlic butter toast. Spread the sauce over a slice of crispy toasted bread. Take a bite. The crunch, the buttery richness, the bold yet gentle garlic aroma. All that preparation was truly worth it. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment below. See you in the next video.